Hey, what's up guys? Today I have a magnetic phone mount by the company VANMASS, and I reviewed quite a few of their car phone mounts in the past, and I really like the quality for the price. This one in particular, as the name implies, is a magnetic version, so that you don't have to worry about fidgeting with clamps. You just need to have a magnet attached to the back of your phone. Then you can very quickly situate your phone in the viewing angle that you want. So starting off with what it comes with in the box, of course you have the 3-part telescoping arm. It can be used for dashboard mounting or windshield mounting. You have the packet of magnets and stickies to help mount it onto the back of your phone or your case. You have the very heavy duty actual magnet right here that will attach to that ball joint. And then in this separate little box here is actually additional mounting options, so you can mount it in the vent of your car as well if you want to do that instead of attaching it to a surface in your car. And then we have this smooth puck, which is just used to create a smooth surface on the dashboard of your car in case your dashboard is not a smooth surface. For example, like mine's is a little bit bumpy. And lastly, of course, you have the paperwork here. You got warranty information, contact information, and the very thick instruction manual in a couple of different languages, but you don't really need to read that if you're watching this video because I'll be demonstrating how to use this in just a bit. So first, let's talk about the two mounting options that are available to you. It's really nice that they offer both options. A lot of times you have to pick between the two for these types of products. And of course, all of them are going to be attached to this very heavy duty magnet. It's also very nicely designed. It's weighty, you can feel it, and it has a nice rubbery surface so it won't damage the back of your phone. And of course, the attachment is the same way for either of the two. Just loosen this nut here and then attach it to the ball joint. Then you attach the mount, of course, to the car. So for the vent one, you want to go ahead and turn this dial here to clamp it down to the vent of your choice. And then if you want to use this dashboard / windshield mount, you just have to remove the plastic protection, go ahead and situate it on a smooth surface and lock in that suction cup. Both of these mounts have ball joints, which means you can pretty much get any angle that you want on your phone. Of course, with the dashboard windshield mount, it has this telescoping arm, so you can situate it closer or farther away from you, and it also can move the arm up and down for even further flexibility depending on the size and cabin interior of your car. Now, taking a look at the magnets that come right out of the box, you have two different size magnets, two each, circular and this rectangular one, and then you have these sticky cleans that you can use to attach to your phone if you don't want the magnet adhesive directly attaching to the phone. Now, the instruction manual itself does give you quite a few descriptive options of how you can possibly place the magnet. If you have a case, obviously you can just slip it in between like I'm doing right now, is what I would prefer because I don't really want this magnet to be a permanent thing in case I don't want to use this mount later on in the future. And just to clarify, the adhesive is 3M, so it's not going to be permanent or anything like that. It's just going to leave a residue as with any kind of sticky, so I just try to avoid that. But one thing I want to point out at this juncture is if you have a phone that supports wireless charging, so the Qi wireless charging technology like my iPhone 8 here, the magnet will interfere with the wireless technology, especially if you place the magnet in the center where you most likely would want to place the magnet for this car mount. Just something to keep in mind. If you don't mind that the magnet is a little bit off center, this is still, you can still use it for your wireless charging phones. Otherwise, you probably want to consider other car phone mounts. So as you can see, as long as the magnet is in close proximity with the magnet on the mount, it very steadily is able to hold up my phone with no problems at all. It's like one of the strongest magnets that I've seen, but it doesn't damage your phone or anything like that. So it's definitely a lot of precise engineering here that went into this magnet design. And actually, if your phone case has a built-in magnet like the one I have here, it also will work great, so you don't have to necessarily use the magnets they provided. So my final thoughts after using this for quite a bit, I definitely really like the flexibility of just having to really quickly, if I want my phone mounted in my car, I just stick it right there. Don't have to worry about fussing with clamps. It's a very quick process. If I don't like the angle, I just adjust it really quickly and it holds its place really well. So if this is something that you think you are looking for, I definitely would check out the product link as usual in the description. But again, if you are concerned about that magnet interfering with the wireless charging ability of your phone, there are definitely a lot lot of other phone mounts options out there, including by the same brand name, and check out my channel for all the other different kinds of phone mounts that I've reviewed in the past.